how do I do this now after that? Thank you, Dad. How special is it that I get to have my nearly 90-year-old dad, my hero, my mentor, and biggest supporter introduce me. I know what that one guy is because he taught me. I'm not talking just about crescent wrenches, I'm talking about character, commitment, and obviously that occasional caffeine before 5 a.m. Good morning, sisters, brothers, and allies. Back in March of 1985, I stepped onto my first construction site. I was 20 years old, armed with a whole lot of nerves and exactly zero idea of what I was getting into. My first job was right here at McCormick Place, a couple of buildings over. I come from a small family, just me and my one older brother, John. You're gonna love this. He's 2 years, 10 months, and 17 days older. Or, if you're doing a math, that's 1,052 days of competitive fuel. I adored him. He was the calm, quiet type. I was not. If he climbed a tree, I climbed higher. If he rode a bike, I rode a motorcycle. I was basically a one-girl Olympic event. My mom was ahead of her time. She was a feminist born in rural Arkansas, which is like being the only person at Thanksgiving dinner who admits they don't like pie, isolated, side-eye, and considering all your decisions. My older ladies in the room will remember this book, Our Bodies Ourselves. It was on our shelf. I remember flipping through it as a kid thinking, wait, women have hair there? I was forever changed and slightly horrified. Our house was traditional but tight-knit. My dad was an ironworker. My mom, a domestic engineer, which was her fancy way of saying that she ran the house like a drill sergeant. We had the dinner on the table every night. Laundry was folded in military precision. And if you left a sock on the floor, you better prepared to have a full performance review. Saturday mornings, they were sacred. We watched cartoons, and then it was followed by chores. My brother John vacuumed, I dusted and cleaned the bathroom, which for the record taught me more about discipline than any job site ever has. In high school, I was a junior taking junior college courses. My first job downtown, I worked for a private investigator. Seriously, I thought I was going to be the next Magnum PI minus the mustache. Then I worked on Michigan Avenue at a law firm, making decent money, wearing fancy clothes, and bored out of my mind. One night at dinner, John, my brother, interrupted me again, talking over me about work. See, he was now an apprentice ironworker, and he was feeling a little too proud. I told him to let me talk, and you know what he told me? Shut up. You can't do what me and Dad can do anyway. You want to guess how that went? Yeah. Challenge accepted. My dad told me the hall was taking applications, and let me be clear, I did not want to be an ironworker. I just wanted to beat my brother on the test. Petty? Yes. Maybe. So I got my physical, grabbed my transcript, signed up. John warned me there would be circles on this test that I'd have to draw, and each one couldn't touch the line before it. I practiced circles until I was practically signing autographs. What did I get? Rectangles. What kind of union sorcery is this? But guess what? I did better than John. That should have been the end. For whatever reason, I kept going. I went to the orientation. I went to the interview. I went to the training. 9 months later, I got the call to report to McCormick Place. I asked of them if I could call them back and then to call my mom. My mom said, try it. This could be your ticket to independence. I stopped at Sears on my way home for work boots. No women's sizes, of course. So I got boys' hiking boots. I showed up with boots made for recess and a crescent wrench from my dad. His advice, don't ruin my good name. So now he travels with me, and I told him, don't ruin my good name. Day one was like walking into the Twilight Zone. I got there early, signed in. I was assigned to the top of the building. Frank, the other apprentice, got the first floor. I got the penthouse of fear. All eyes were on me. I felt like a unicorn with a lunchbox. My second job, you're gonna love this. I was told to meet Beaver at the end of the tunnel at the Ford plant. Honestly, I thought I was being hazed. I waited. People walked by, asked if I was okay. I said, I'm waiting for Beaver. They burst out laughing. I stood there 20 minutes before Hallelujah Beaver showed up. Yes, he was real, and yes, he became my business manager. Turns out you cannot make this shit up. Two to 3 months into the apprenticeship, I moved out on my own. Independence. In 1989, at 25, I bought my first home. Mortgage papers back then, it said Vicki Ridgely, spinster. I'm at these paper signing. I'm like, excuse me, what do you call a single man? They said bachelor. Oh, so he's like James Bond, and I'm a lady with a bonnet with 12 cats. I get it. I was fuming. I signed the papers anyway and changed the narrative, but good God. Thank God you don't buy a house today and have spinster on it. My hall was a solicitation hall. No cell phone back then, just landlines. Imagine cold calling a guy's house to get work and having to get past his wife. Often, I didn't. I got hung up on. One guy had to quit our carpool because his wife saw a woman was in the car. And yes, tradeswomen still deal with jealous girlfriends and suspicious spouses. I see you. Everything changed in 1990. I got on with the city of Chicago, working on those iconic bascule bridges in the city. Finally, a steady job, no more hustling, no more auditioning my daily skills. In 1991, I married Tom O'Leary. Hayden, my son, came 13 months later, and he's here today. Hayden, I'm going to ask you to stand up and feel the love of 5,000 tradeswomen, and just know you're officially famous. In 2005, my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer, and on Hayden's 13th birthday, she had to have a mastectomy. When her hair started falling out, she asked me to shave it off. She was brave. I barely held it together, but she beat it that time. I spent 26 years with the city, and for the first time in my career, I felt like I truly belonged. But how did I get from there to here? A book club. Yes, really. There were these powerhouse women, hospital execs, law partners. I kept it vague, told them I worked for the city of Chicago, but they saw something in me that encouraged me to go back to school. So I went to the National Labor College and earned 3 bachelor's degrees. Then I did a 145-hour OSHA class. Do not recommend that. Memo writing, Excel, PowerPoint. I just never said no. And eventually I was asked to oversee all safety for the Department of Transportation here in Chicago. Grad school revealed my leadership style. Servant leadership, it's not about the power. For me, it's about empowering others. It's how I lead NAB2's Tradeswomen Committee and how we shape this conference for tradeswomen by tradeswomen with love, grit, and a lot of Google Docs. So then came the headaches. I thought it was stress. Turns out it was a brain tumor. Yep, I had an optic nerve tumor that looked like a third eye on an MRI. First surgery failed. The second surgery in New York City, it involved opening me from ear to ear and flipping my face down like a garage door. Who took care of me? Tradeswomen. A bricklayer and a carpenter flew in. Sisterhood is not a hashtag. It is real, and I have experienced it. In 2016, Ironworker General President Eric Dean offered me a job. I said yes. This job is the honor of my life. The Ironworkers were first in the trades to implement paid maternity leave in 2017. Over 200 women and counting have benefited. And let's not forget our Be That One Guy campaigning training, calling out harassment as a safety issue. It earned me the E&R Award of Excellence in 2019. In 2021, I lost my mom. In 2023, I lost my husband. Cancer sucks. But tradeswomen lifted me up every time I fell. In 2023, I became the first tradeswoman inducted into the National Academy of Construction, and the following year, I nominated Gina Walsh because no woman goes alone. So here's what I leave you with. Say yes to learning, even if it's a memo writing class. Tradeswomen, show up, period. Invest in yourself. Your moment is coming. And be the one that leaves it better than you found it. I don't want to be the story of that one woman once. I want to be the one who raised the bar so that you can blow past it. Thank you all. I love you. Let's go build the future.